What's up guys, it's Henry Neal here and you're welcome to my comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A70 and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro. Both very capable mid-range devices, and I'll be giving you all the pros or cons, and at the end we'll be picking a winner between these devices. So stay tuned to the end of this video to see who comes out up top. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do hit that subscribe button now and let's get started. So in terms of build quality and design, both these phones are very similar. They use a lot of the same materials. Now on the Samsung Galaxy A70, you have Gorrilla Glass 3 on the front here, but you have plastic on the back and plastic on the sides. But with the Redmi Note 8, you got Gorilla Glass 5 on the front, but you got plastic on the side and also on the back of this device. So very similar build materials used in both of those phones. Now let's look at the overall button placements and port placements on this phone. And I can tell you straight up that these phones have pretty identical port and button placements. So the power and volume rockers are exactly on the same side. The SIM tray and the memory card slot exactly on the same side. Up front you have noise cancelling microphones, with the only difference being that the Redmi Note 8 has an IR blaster. To the bottom, exactly the same port placement, your USB Type-C ports, 3.5mm headphone port, speaker grills and microphone cutouts. Now where you have the most difference is in the back of both of these devices with the camera placements. Now on the Redmi Note 8 you have it in the center, while on the Galaxy A70 you have it on the left. And one difference here again is that the Redmi Note 8 has a physical fingerprint sensor at the back of the device here, while on the Galaxy A70 it's inbuilt on the screen. Now talking about the screen, both of this device sport a very similar screen makeup. The Redmi Note 8 here uses an Infinity V style display, while the Galaxy A70 uses an Infinity U style display. Both displays are really big, with the Redmi Note 8 coming in at an 84% screen to body ratio and the Galaxy A70 coming in at an 86.2% screen to body ratio. These are very big screens and they are very capable screens. The Redmi Note 8 sports an IPS LCD panel, so it's always going to have cooler and brighter whites in here, while the Galaxy A70 here sports an AMOLED panel, so colors in here are always going to be a little bit warmer. But nevertheless, both phones are 1080p screens and both phones have absolutely gorgeous display. So that's it for the physical features. I'm going to be leaving the specifications for both of these devices on your screen right now so that you can take a look and decide which is best for you. Alright, that's it for physical features and the differences between both of those devices. We're going to power both of them on at the same time and see which device comes on first. And there you have it, the Redmi Note 8 Pro came on first, and I think that has to do with the optimization that comes with Xiaomi devices. Xiaomi has gotten really good with optimizing their software, and the A70 just came up behind the Redmi Note 8 Pro after about almost 10 seconds. Alright, so right now I'm going to be trying the fingerprint sensor speeds between both of this device, the in-display versus the rear mounting fingerprint sensors. And here we go. Wow, and it was really fast on the Redmi Note 8. And as you might already know, you cannot beat the speeds of a physical fingerprint reader. The in-display fingerprint reader just can't match up. Alright, so let's try Face ID on both of these devices. Both devices come with Face ID, but let's see which one is faster on both of them. So here we go. And the Redmi Note 8 was incredibly fast, although it stays on the lock screen when it opens up. I'm just going to show you that one more time. Here we go. You can see the Redmi Note 8 again, extremely fast. Alright, it's time to go through app opening speeds, and we're going to be starting with native apps that come with the phones. I'm going to start with the phone dialer here. That was a bit faster on the Samsung A70. Messages. About the same on both of them. Google. Much faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Chrome. Faster on the Samsung Galaxy A70. Let's open up the cameras. A tad bit faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. YouTube. Faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro Play Store. Faster on the Samsung Galaxy A70 Google News. Faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Let's go into settings. Okay, and here we go. And just a tad bit faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Now, as you can see, both phones are running on their dark mode here and they look absolutely gorgeous. But you know me, I'm a MIUI fan. I just love the way MIUI looks and how smooth and how fluid it runs. It's much more fluid than Samsung's One UI. And that same thing I complained about before about the notifications, YouTube being white on a dark notification. It still happens in here. A lot of you have come in and said that I should simply turn on dark mode on YouTube. Well, let me show you something. This is YouTube. It's on dark mode. Now check out my notifications. And YouTube notifications still show up as white. Let me show you something on the Xiaomi handset here. This is YouTube. It's on the regular white mode. And check out my notifications. All YouTube notifications here still come up dark when I turn on dark mode on Xiaomi's MIUI. So this is what I'm talking about that inconsistency in Samsung's One UI. They need to fix this on their skins. I mean, it's actually very annoying when I keep seeing things like this. I mean, just look at how clean MIUI's notification system is against this. You tell me if the difference isn't clear. So moving on, let's open up some social media apps and see how well these devices perform. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Netflix. Here we go. And it's much faster on the Redmi Note 8 Pro as well. So that's it for app startup times. We're going to be checking memory management right now. Okay, so we have all our apps in memory. So I'm just going to go to the first app we loaded here, and that's the phone. Messages. Let's go to Google. Let's do the camera. Let's go to the Play Store. Both phones had it in memory. Let's do Google News. So the A70 had it in memory while the Redmi Note 8 had to reload a bit. And let's try the last app here, which is the settings app. This had to reload it again. So in terms of memory management, it's obvious that the Galaxy A70 handles apps in memory better than the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro does. Okay, so right now we're going to be trying video playback, and we're going to be trying the same video on both of these devices. Remember, both devices here are 1080p screens, but this is a Super AMOLED display while this is an IPS LCD panel. So I'm going to play the same video here and make sure that the resolutions are exactly the same. The phone on the bottom here is the Samsung Galaxy A70, and the one on the top is the Redmi Note 8 Pro. Both are playing at 1080p 60 frames per second, and HDR is on both of these phones. Now overall, the pictures on the Redmi Note 8 Pro look more saturated than what you have on the Samsung Galaxy A70. Like, yo guys, I'm simply blown out with the display on this guy. But both displays on these phones are incredible. But the HDR thing on the Redmi Note 8 Pro is absolutely mind-blowing. Very impressed. So that's a pretty cool displays from both of these phones. Let's look at the cameras that come with both of these phones. I'm going to start here with the Samsung Galaxy A70. So up front for the selfie camera, we have a 32 megapixel shooter up front here in that Infinity U notch. And to the back here, we have a triple camera setup comprising of a 32 megapixel main shooter, an 8 megapixel ultra wide shooter, and a 5 megapixel depth sensing camera. These cameras are quite capable. I've taken a couple of pictures with them, and I'll be showing you what they look like compared to the same pictures taken with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro. Now, for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro, We have that 20 megapixel selfie camera up front in that Infinity V notch style display over there. And when you turn to the back of the device here, we have a 4 camera setup consisting of a 64 megapixel wide angle main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, a 2 megapixel dedicated macro camera, and a 2 megapixel dedicated depth sensing camera. Pictures from these cameras are quite decent as well from what I've taken in the past, and I'll be comparing them with the Samsung Galaxy A70 to see which one comes out top. So in conclusion, how do these phones fare? In my opinion, these phones are really great for their price point. Coming in at about $300, the Samsung Galaxy A70 is an amazing deal. I bought this at 120,000 Naira about 2 months ago. Right now, you should be able to get it for about 110,000 Naira, which is just about $300. And that's a really, really good price point to pay for something like this. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro, on the other hand, goes for 82,900 Naira, which is absolutely mind-blowing what you're getting for the price point you're getting it at. Both phones are absolutely brilliant. Build quality, beautiful. I just love the way this looks. So in terms of the overall performance, build quality, specifications, software, and all that you have in both of these phones, which one will I pick above the other? Well, I'm going to be straight up with you here. In terms of the price to value ratio, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 here is a more compelling device. I mean, this goes for 82,500 Naira, and what it packs in here is really, really hard to beat. But for the Samsung, this is a Samsung product. One thing you should know that the Samsung comes with an AMOLED display, and it's absolutely beautiful. You have an IPS display on the Redmi Note 8, but this comes in at just slightly above 100,000 Naira, which some of you may not really like. But again, you're getting that Samsung device that is tried and tested over time. Personally, I love both devices, but in terms of price, I would pick the Redmi Note 8 over the Samsung Galaxy A70. Guys, thanks for watching this comparison video between the Samsung Galaxy A70 and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro. Both very decent devices. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and also hit that subscribe button to help this channel grow. Leave all your comments and questions in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.